This is the residential section. Walk this way, sir. What if I don't look? Mason, this is the dining hall. I'm sorry it's so squatch. Please take a seat. Perhaps you would like some of my famous tea, Master Fay. Good doctor. Young visitors are rare indeed. The young master must be very happy. If things were normal, we wouldn't be living here in the desert, but rather back in the royal palace. Royal palace? You mean the young one is connected to the old Fatima dynasty? Pardon? No. I'm just a senile old fool who talks too much. Pay no attention to what I just said. That one-eyed youth does have a certain bearing. Oh. Well spoken, sir. Awfully good of you to notice. If I may, I would like to tell you. Young Gent is the last forgotten remainder of the once proud Fatima dynasty. That is before it was destroyed by Shah Khan's minions. Bartholomew Fatima. Bartholomew Edbart IV's successor. I'm sure they announced Bartholomew died of an illness 12 years ago. Officially, yes. However, in reality, we rescued the young prince from Shah Khan's evil grasp. Then why must the prince, the rightful heir, resort to piracy? Maybe he just thinks it's fun. Since fleeing here, we had only one wish. That the young master would grow up to be a great man. Not to reclaim the throne? That is correct. Of course, to say we have absolutely no desire to restore his rule would be a lie. We have plans for that as well. And part of those plans would include piracy? Well, yeah. But there's a reason for that. Both Ava and Kisley are devoted to excavating the ruins. Each country's strength is increased daily. Even if we could get the help of all our comrades to start a revolution, the combined strength of all of us would still not be enough. We would certainly be suppressed by Shah Khan's guards in no time at all. We needed power. We tried excavating the ruins using Yggdrasil, but it didn't work as well as we expected. Excavating required tremendous amounts of time, labor, and money. The best we can do with our sand cruiser is find small items in the sand. And the piracy. Yep, don't let them forget about that piracy. Regardless of who gains the ruined technology, one thing is certain. Both Kislev and Ava will simply use that power to oppress the other. I agreed with the young master's idea of creating new power to balance things out a little. I see. It's far more effective to plunder from the shadows than to excavate the technology oneself. Of course, pillaging is an unpardonable act. However, for Ava, for Ignis, to continue like this, sorry if it sounds rather self-righteous. That is something which outsiders like ourselves cannot comment upon. From what you've told me, I feel that the result of what you are doing will be good. Seeing your children here tells me that. I am much relieved by your words. Another cup of tea?
Cup of tea? Yes, please, thank you.
I don't know why I'm talking like that. You mentioned you had plans. Why have you not put them into action? With Miss Margie in prison, we dare not do anything. She would not happen to be Nissan's. You are well informed, my dear doctor. She is the great mother, Marguerite of Nissan, and the young master's cousin as well. Why would Shakan take her captive? For the Fatima Jasper. Fatima Jasper. That is said to show where the great treasure is. My good doctor, you do know an awful lot. I'm most impressed. You do not like my tea, Master Fay? No. I'm just not thirsty right now. Well, we have no idea what the great treasure actually is. But it's said to be strong enough to save our kingdom if it is ever in play. And Marguerite has Jasper that tells the location. Only half of it, to be precise. The young master and Miss Marguerite each have half. Only by combining the two halves will anyone know where the treasure is. What exactly is the Fatima Jasper? When you say half of the Jasper, I imagine some kind of necklace. Only the heirs to Ave and Nissan know what it really looks like. I see. So that is why they locked her up. My guess is that when they do find her, her chances of living are not... I apologize. Simply, I mean, I was only supposing the worst case, so please do not take that into heart. No. That is a terribly realistic scenario. Ahem. What exactly do you mean by the great treasure? Well, I haven't the foggiest. The gear, he means the gear, it has to be it. The legendary gear that the old man Ball was talking about earlier. Young master, are the gears all right? Yeah. Even though they were sealed, sand's gotten into the joints. It's a pain in the neck to fix, so I'm having the crew take care of it now. My job is just to pilot them anyway, you lazy ass. Besides, I'm bad with machines, so I'd just get in the way. Young master. Anyway, what were we talking about? Whether the great treasure could be a gear. Oh yeah. You know, something like that is drawn into one of the Ava picture scrolls. Picture scrolls? Well, if you're interested, then let's go to the planning room. I'll show you what I mean since you're my special guests. That sounds interesting. How do I know where the planning room's supposed to be? I know they took off. Oh. Get back inside. There we go. This place is incredible. They probably do not even have equipment like this in the capital. Surprised? All this technology is thanks to Sig. Hey, Faye. Don't stand on the screen, we won't be able to see. Alright, men, display my special file on the main screen. What is this? A picture scroll nearly 500 years old. This is King Fatima, body cloaked in flames, making a blood oath with giants. They say he used the strength of the giants to found Ava. It is amazing that such an ancient scroll exists, and in such good state, too. But the ethos controlled all things such as these. Normally, yes. This was one of my father's prized possessions. Next! After founding the country, Fatima forced the giants into slumber to protect his kingdom, his people if they needed in the future. But we don't know where they are hidden. In another record, one of the giants is called the Great Fatima Treasure. What about the Jasper? Hey, you sure know a lot. Perhaps you're one of Shakan's spies. Of course not. It's only an intellectual interest. Just kidding. It appears the Jasper is the key to finding our treasure. A key? Could that be what Shakan is looking for? Not just him. Gebler is also looking for it. Really? Then we must rescue Marguerite as soon as possible. You're telling me. Since we help you, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. See Spot run. Spot can run fast. I'm a great reader. Would that be for us to help you rescue her? Right, boy, that's exactly it. I heard from Sigurd it seems that both Ava and Kislev are after you. So we can help you, and you can help us. How about it? It's not much to ask. Well, if it pays for my room and board, then I will help in any way I can. What do you think, Faye? You've not said anything for a while. Yeah, you were great back there in the stalactite cabin. Your strength alone is greater than 10 or 20 of Shakan's guards. I'd love to have your power on my side. Why does everybody want to make me fight? Huh? What's wrong with you all of a sudden? I just don't feel like it. I'd love to have my power. I don't have any. What's wrong with you, Doc? Everyone. You're driving me to the brink. Then there's that gear. Graf and my father. I don't have the time to help you out with your problems when I've got enough of mine.